Alright everybody, JD here bringing you West Coast Defense's review of H1Z1. West Coast Defense is a international gaming community comprised of 200 players spanning 30 countries. If you'd like to know more about us, I'm going to be putting all of our social media links in the description of this video, and we're going to skip right into H1Z1 itself. Do I recommend it? Do I think you should buy it? Simple answer, yes, I do. I've actually been enjoying this game quite a lot recently. It's a nice little spin-off from everything that we've grown so accustomed to in this genre. If you're looking for a little bit more than that, along the list of pros, I'd say that the devs are phenomenally interactive. They stay on top of posting everything. You can find them on social media. They're constantly updating their, activities there. I don't know who this Duckbills guy is. I really wish his name would go away. I'm being chased by a platypus, apparently. They're also really good at pushing hot fixes, bug fixes, patches multiple times a day when necessary. It really gets me excited to think of how quickly content's going to come out once it's time for content to be pushed and we're out of the bug fixing stage. Things I'm not sure I like, there's not really much that applies. I've got a little bit of a concern because right now there's, you can go into desyncing pretty much. There's server issues to where you'll be unable to kill zombies and stuff like that. The only reason that it even blips on my radar is because of how bad server load was when this, when the game first booted up. It was pretty much unplayable on release day, and then moving forward past that, it's still on my radar. It's not really a concern because they've been so good about everything else, but I haven't quite forgiven them completely. Everybody's launch gets messed up, I get that, but it's just one of those things that if I had to say my one biggest concern, it'd just be, I don't know, I've always had issues with PlayStation and that network, and it says Sony in the front of this game's title, so it's just there. What are you going to do? Moving on, the map's way too small for 200 people. There's really no way to work around that. It just is. It's a fact, but it's going to be much bigger. So once content starts getting updated, it'll start to lose that feel of to where you just can't catch a break. Just earlier I was filming my first take of this review, and I walked right into a landmine. Train of thought completely gone, out the window. Couldn't deal with it. So, moving past the map size, because that's something that will eventually go away. With the current state of the game, the only couple things I want to address on, they've already tuned down ammo. Guns are the next on the list they were talking about, so that's not even a concern for me. I don't really like the makeshift bow that you can make off start. I think it takes away from the zombies. I think it makes their lives a little bit too hard, and aren't we all here because we truly care about zombies as well? I think so. Past that, there's really not all that much bad I have to say about it. I really enjoy the crafting system. The whole being able to discover recipes, I think is phenomenal. It's a lot better than having to go out and find a piece of paper that says how to make, blackberry juice. I don't need to go find a piece of paper in a video game for something like that. Duckbills is just going to stay with us for the whole ride, apparently. It's just how it's going to be. Oh, now he's gone. Anyways, moving on. The crafting system's phenomenal. Everything's kind of cranked up to 11 at the moment, so you can pretty much build anything your heart desires if you're willing to put in a little bit of time and farm. It's not even all that bad. If you can manage to stay alive through the PvP, there are ways around it. I'm on an EU server at the moment. It's the middle of the night for everybody over there, so it's kind of dead. It's still medium. I don't know exactly what numbers that entails, but I haven't run into anyone besides our little platypus friend yet. Other than that, there's the glitches, which are ever apparent. There's jumping off furnaces to get in bases. There's getting through walls, getting through floors. It's really annoying, but it's an early access alpha. If you thought you were getting a finished game, it says so right every time you click when you come in. It says you want to be part of the community to help shape this game. I think you all should. I think it's worth getting your time. I think it's worth getting your money. I think it's worth getting your interest and your hopes up, because this could truly be phenomenal. What's really going to make a game title in the survival genre stand out from everything else is being different. And we're so used to things from Bohemia Interactive and stuff like that to where you see the same old stuff. And is it bad? No. Do I love DayZ standalone? Yes. Do I love playing Origins mod on Arma 2? Absolutely. Am I really excited to see something with a different face? Well, maybe not quite literally this face, but a different face? Yes. Yes, indeed. So seeing what else they can put in there, you know, they've started with the BR, they've got Battle Royale, the part of the game itself. What else are they going to do past this? I'm excited. I'm amped. The hype is real. So stuff like airdrops, the whole pay-to-win mentality, I know that's a lot of concern for some people. With a minimum of 120 players, especially on the map size that it currently is, calling in an airdrop is a death sentence. It's saying, how would I like to lose my $5? I'd like to lose it to a giant orgy of people all trying to get into my crate that I just paid for. That's how I'd like to lose it, and then you call in the airdrop. It's just, there's just no way. Unless you've got a small army with you, or it's the dead. Or no, you can't even put on the dead tonight, so don't even know why I'm putting that in a sentence. Because you can't. There's not enough people. I can't call it in. It's read out. So, I mean, there you go. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's worth your time. All the qualms that I have about it are just early access blues. I mean, there's things that need to be addressed, things that need to be fixed. I'm sure they're on everybody's to-do list. I have no concerns. The only thing that might possibly stand in your way of wanting to buy this is if you just don't believe that it's going to be any different, because I can see that. If you're just thinking, oh, it's just another survival game for me to get invested in, you know, there's no safe bases at the moment, everything's going to get raped while you're offline, I get it. It's not for you yet. Give it some time, see what it turns into. But I've got faith, I'm putting it out there, give it a go-ahead. Thank you to all the devs that have made this game possible. Thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you to this wolf for ending my life. Everybody, have a great night.